when I really got down to looking at the locations. So locations, basically I wanted to drive about 5-6 hours a day.
As
So
maybe
that was one
300
thing.
kilometers.
And where I had friends, family,
Yes.
that was a
So
halt.
that you traced prior during planning stage.
Yeah. I'm in touch with many ex-students, many friends. I got a huge family. So therefore, all over, there are people that you know. And that was one way of selecting a halt. So therefore, and touch wood, it's gone according to schedule now, but I don't know whether it'll keep going according to schedule.
No, I just wanted to know, you've been traveled 4,000 kilometers. There might be some experience of yours or something that has stuck you, which you would like to share with us.
Yeah, the East Coast was tough. It was hot, very, very hot. My duster is a low-end duster. It doesn't have an AC vent at the back, and even it's very, very hot, and you get dehydrated. But the roads were better. The West Coast, I've had good instances. For example, I've been hosted at every location till now. I've not stayed. I've not stayed a single night in a hotel. Hosted till now at every place. I've had my meal every place. I have had my meal with friends or family. Haven't spent a pie on my own on meals. And therefore, there was this NGO for example, in Guntur, which is working with me. I was supposed to go and visit them when I was driving Vijayawada, Chennai. But I couldn't go. I didn't have the time. But then they came to the highway. Simple
Just
folk.
to say hi.
They came with mangoes and with tender coconut water and all that. So people have been sort of going along. And then I had in Kanyakumari, I had this bunch of strangers. A guy who told me that, look, I'm on my Facebook page for Garlanding India. He came and said that, look, I'm an avid biker. I want to meet you. So I said, fine. He said he's from Trivandrum. I said, fine. I reached Kanyakumari. I tied up with a company called bus-i.com, which is a startup company, US-based, which tracks school buses. So he offered to track my vehicle.
Your car.
So when I start from Panjim today and I put my cell phone on, anyone can see where I'm going. So therefore, there are a lot of people tracking the vehicle as it goes along.
So even if you're traveling now, and if I check on the website, I will be able to trace where exactly you are.
Exactly.
That's a superb thing.
So therefore, by the way, I had gone to Rameshwaram. So a lot of people call me up saying, you've gone off the coast, you've gone into the sea, because it went off the coast. So therefore, this guy called me up and said that he wrote to me saying that, hey, you're in Kanyakumari. He tracked me. He knew that I stopped at Kanyakumari, biker, and he said, I'll come and meet you. So earlier he said he was from Trivandrum. So I didn't know where he was from. I said, fine. Then I said, I'll leave Kanyakumari early morning at 7. He said, I'll come and meet you. The next morning, I get a message saying, I started from Trivandrum at 4 in the morning, and I'm coming to meet you.
Oh.
Then I shared my phone number. Till then, I hadn't shared my phone number. I told him that, okay, this is my phone number. Then he called me up. And these 4 guys, young guys, 2 of them working with TCS. I think one is a college guy and one working somewhere else. 4 bikers in their typical biking gear, helmets, jackets. They came and met me at Kanyakumari, and they escorted me from Kanyakumari to Trivandrum. 2 bikes in front, 2 bikes behind. Awesome. So therefore, you meet strangers, you meet people who do things.
So there's a nice way to travel across and meet people and make new friends. True. One of them were your biker friends. So this kind of a trip involves a lot of expenditure. Fueling, your car maintenance, so maybe even staying is taken care of. Your meals have been taken care of by your friends. What is the kind of expenditure that you have been till 4,000 kilometers? What has been the expenditure? And plus there is another 10,000 plus.
Yeah, I haven't thought of I think if I thought of the budget, maybe I wouldn't have started off.
Or maybe you want to complete the entire garlanding, you want to garland the India first and then maybe check out the balances.
So it's typically about $3,000 for petrol in a day, and less than that. So therefore, I guess it'll come to, though people keep thinking of the fuel, that's a psychological bias, because the fuel is a smaller proportion. If I had to stay at every location in a hotel, that would have been much more. So therefore, I guess the fuel thing will be less than $1 lakh, most probably, for the entire trip.
You've said that you track a lot of friends, family members, you stay with them. Why is your family missing? They could not make it for this journey. It would have been fun.
My
The entire
daughter's
family.
my daughter's got school. Younger one, elder one is in the US. She's studying.
Okay.
So they'll be my wife and daughter will be joining me, and some friends will be
One of the
joining me in
locations.
Srinagar.
Okay.
They'll come to
The
Srinagar.
final lap.
Not the final. Then I've still got the UP,
So to go
Bihar,
to-
and
correct.
Northeast. So they'll be coming, joining me in Srinagar, and be with me up to Leh and beyond.
Okay. There's one more thing which you shared before was you track your friends. There are friends who come to pick you up or maybe join in this entire journey. So it is on your website. You say it's a carnival sort of exercise that happens. How did this idea come in first place? Because if I was traveling, I would have gone to your place, stayed for a few days, then make another halt or a different location. But here, you're actually sharing your travel journey with them. So this is a cool concept.
Yeah, because there's no one who was crazy enough to accompany me for the entire journey. But there were people.
Who interested?
No one. I hadn't thought of it, but then some person said that okay, I'll come with you to Bhubaneswar, a friend of mine. So then I thought okay, I'll. And then this Google Map thing that I'm using, that interface, was shown to be introduced to me by a friend, and then he showed me all the fields, and I said, hey, there's one way to figure out who wants to come with me. So therefore, what happens is as I go on to the next segment, I on my Facebook page say, on my personal page, I say, this is where I'm going. Then I say, anyone coming? Then people, friends or family say that, okay, I'll come for this segment, you stay with me here. So therefore, every segment I sort of plan ahead.
Okay. 4,000 kilometers, another 10,000 plus kilometers to go. Did at any point for this past 4,000 kilometers, you think, it's driving is taking my toll, let me stop, let me take a flight and go back home. Maybe I'll ask my driver to pick up my car. Did that happen?
Till
At
now,
one
no.
point of time, maybe?
Till now, no. But it might. In which case, I'll pack up and go. In fact, I've told my NGOs, I've told them that I might not complete the drive. I've told everyone that whenever I feel that I can't do it, I'll stop it. I'll call it a day. So, in other words, as a traveler, one thing you should set aside is ego.
Yeah.
You can't brag that you always have to say that you've been lucky. So I've been lucky till now, and I guess when I'm bothered, scared about my stomach. I've got a weak stomach. So one thing which could lead me astray is the stomach or falling ill or a backache. So therefore, before the drive, 1 month I religiously went to the gym, built up the knees and the back. So therefore, those are things, health-related
So there
things.
was a lot of planning, not on papers, as well as, health-wise, there was a lot of planning.
Yeah, try to reduce my waist. So therefore, there's been a lot of planning, and then anything could happen. Now, for example, when we go to Leh Ladakh, weather, we are a little early.
Because there are different terrain that happens across your journey now. There will be different terrains, different kind of climate. Now rains will start. Maybe you'll get rains. You've already experienced rain here in Goa in the month of May. So that might happen.
Yeah, and I'm not a good driver, like I said. So the Leh Ladakh sector, there are friends of mine coming along. If I feel that it's tough, I'll say, hey, drive, take over the driving seat. So you have to be flexible. You can't be stubborn and arrogant. So that's one thing that you have to mentally get prepared for. That you should make it a stubborn sort of goal that I'll stick to this. So flexibility is one of the things that is needed.
There's one more thing, you shared this idea with your family, definitely. You shared with your students. I think they might have been super cool about this idea. Their professor roaming the entire India on 4 wheels. This was super cool. Was they got freaked out, or what kind of an experience did you have when you told them, when you shared this idea that you want to travel?
That's what I had initially written on the website. I don't know whether it's still there, saying that my identity is no longer of a prof, it's more a traveler. That is, they identify. When they talk to you, they don't talk the subject. The first thing they ask you is about how come, what are you doing, and what are you planning. So many people didn't have a concept of this thing of people joining. Now people know the format. So therefore they know, okay, I can join for one segment and drop off somewhere. So initially the concept itself was a little hazy.
So we end of this interview, but before we leave, I want you to give a message, not as a professor, maybe a parent, because a lot of people, because I talk to my mom and I say, I want to go make a road trip in a bike. or maybe in 4 wheels. And she says, no, please don't. You either hire a bus or go by a train. Is there a message that you want to share to the youths of Goa who've been watching this show, or maybe parents, especially parents?
There's a lot of goodness around there.
Yeah.
And one thing I've realized is that people feel very good, doing good. So therefore, my dealer in Jamshedpur who says that, hey, I won't charge you for this. This course I can't take money. And therefore, I can't even change the car tire. I still don't know how to change the car tire. But I'm sure that if I'm stuck somewhere,
find help.
you ask. So therefore, people are willing to help. And that's one thing. So you're not alone. So though you're driving alone, you're not really alone. And today, in the days of the cell phone and whatnot, I know that I can get help at. I lost my ATM card day before yesterday. Didn't have money, but I was sure that when I was driving into Goa, I was low on currency notes, and then suddenly it hit me that Goa's got this big entry fee. So I checked up whether I had money, and I knew that if I call my friend in Ankola, he'll come and sort of boost up my currency notes. So therefore, with that, when you know that there are people around, that gives you the confidence, because you can't stop things from happening. But you can only
there's one more thing which I missed. Every place you visit, you ask your friends to stick a sticker which has that place name. Like for example, your friends did for Goa. The next time when you'll halt at maybe Mumbai or Maharashtra, you'll put that sticker. Again, that's a cool idea. And this is a very different thing what you've been planning. You're entirely branding your car in that. That is one. And secondly, you've been shooting the entire thing.
Yeah, I've got a...
Tell us something about that, because I was about to miss that.
I got this GoPro camera. So not the entire thing, because the battery charge runs out, the memory runs out. But I've been shooting segments, videographing it. And whenever I have a companion, it's easier to charge and to take photographs. So I've been doing that. And another thing that I've done is that I've been asking friends to sing or to create music. I've called it a music trail. So there have been, I think, 5 or 6 of them who've sung things for me.
So is there an after movie happening after this journey, post this journey completion?
Yeah, might.
Hope we get to see it on Facebook or on your website once it is done.
This singing thing, for example, if someone from Goa can sing for me, I'll put it up on my SoundCloud and then link it to the Facebook. So there's a lot of things happening. It's like a carnival, like I said.
It's difficult for me to say, Professor Uday.
No, I don't like that.
I would not say it, but to be more precise, sir. It was a wonderful chat, a very cool chat rather. I think my viewers who are watching this show would be 100% attendance would be 100% definitely and attentive to listen to this interview. Thank you very much for coming on the studio and sharing your experience of this 4,000 kilometer. Best of luck on behalf of Prudent Media and the entire viewers of Goa for completion of the next 10,000 plus kilometers that are happening, and hopefully next time when we meet again, it would be on a bike journey or a different journey altogether, or garlanding India, something else what you'll come up with. Thank you very much for coming, and it was pleasure, indeed pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Until we meet next time on a show like Gazali, keep watching Prudent.